Wow, today has been a pretty normal day so far. I am sure that nothing impressive will be announced today, as January is a slower month and...
Fried chili cheese dogs is back!
Holy shit! Everyone, sound the alarms. Good YouTube videos are back on the menu. So, the funny thing is that this video was going to come out much later. I had several scripts in the works before this, and while those will still come out, they have to wait, as a special occasion has been brought upon us, and honestly, I did not want to miss this one. Anyways, sup guys, Spacey here, and I am here to serve some fried chili cheese dogs to everyone here. If you somehow clicked on a video called Top 10 Fried Chili Cheese Dogs Videos and don't know who fried chili cheese dogs are, well, let's just say you're either going to be introduced to God's work or going to be really confused. Whatever comes first. In short though, and I really do mean in short, this channel has a very complicated history. Fried Chili Cheese Dogs, or FCCD for short, is a skit comedy channel that has existed for a very long time. They made very iconic videos, a vital religious meltdown happened which killed the channel, they slowly rebuilt the channel back up with some re-uploads, and now they're back to do some original videos after so long. Not going to lie, it feels so great to see the channel back up after so long. It doesn't even feel like they left really, based on the announcement video. It's great to see a passion-based revival in a sea of many corporate goodbyes many channels are doing. Anyways, what is my history with this channel? Well, like basically every single zoomer on the planet, I found about fried chili cheese dogs in 2015 thanks to SpongeBob. But I also do remember watching that BB-8 commercial video as well around that video's launch. God, that video makes me remember late 2015 to a T. All we need is Alvin and the Chipmunks and it would be complete. I would then consistently watch a lot of new videos the channel would release, and I had a lot of fun with them, but by early 2018 I moved on to other channels as my interest shifted. And hey, for all I know, even if the channel ends, all the videos will stay up. Right? Well, you saw what happened in 2019, and what was worse is that I didn't even know this happened until 2022. But hey, that was a while ago now, and with the return of fried chili cheese dogs, it's usually the perfect time to express what makes the channel so special, and a vibe that can only compare to the equally great Alien Myth 64. If any of the videos on the list interest you, I'll link every single one of them, both official and unofficial, in the description below. Because yes, the official re-uploads have some differences. Any notable ones will be mentioned, but for the most part they do not harm the experience. Speaking of uploads, while a majority of the videos are up and in great quality, there are still a few lost videos I cannot count on the list, since I cannot watch them now to get my current perspective. Some seemingly keynote videos are lost as of writing, and if any of those get found in any way, shape, or form, well, sorry. It was already kind of hard to narrow this list down already, I don't need to consider those on the list. With everything regarding the list covered, let's get to talking about the top 10 fried chili cheese dog videos.
SpongeBob SquarePants bicycle pedaling home to mommy and daddy!
The SpongeBob videos from fried chili cheese dogs are rather interesting to me. They were the most popular videos on the channel and helped fried chili cheese dogs grow a respectable amount. Hell, a lot of us who would later watch fried chili cheese dogs' other videos most likely came from SpongeBob. But on the other hand, the SpongeBob videos were pretty weak, in all honesty. They were still pretty high quality, and there were other videos I would rank lower, but they go with a certain vibe. One that's based around pandering to little Jimmies and even bigger Jimmies. And as a little Jimmy when these videos released, I ate this shit up, but I think we was never that obsessed. I still imagine there is some extremely autistic cartoon Twitter consumer-ass ultra-large SpongeBob fan with all the meme merch out there who watches some content farm as SpongeBob food videos and probably thinks it's better than whatever SpongeBob has on now because of mo respect to Hillenberg or whatever bullshit the SpongeBob fans like to pull. Back on topic now, despite the kitty stink left by the SpongeBob videos that tend to result in weaker humor, SpongeBob SquarePants Everything is easily the best out of all these SpongeBob videos by a pretty long shot. There is the usual good stuff with the SpongeBob videos, like the pretty spot-on impressions, but the thing that makes this SpongeBob video the best out of all of them is the fact that it takes the concept to its logical extreme. So much destructive madness is going on here, it's genuinely insane. I also really like the corporatism parody angle of making fun of how much SpongeBob products there are. It really allows for more creativity with an otherwise rigid formula. I mean, is a SpongeBob drone or birdseed so insane after the fucking rectal thermometer? Yeah, I don't think so. The ending with Plankton's plan to consistently turn out new SpongeBob videos is also extremely funny because during Fried Chili Cheese Dog's peak, there are a lot of rabid fucks of all kinds who are consistently begging for new SpongeBob videos from the Fried Chili Cheese Dog crew, even though the channel wanted to do more than milk the sponge. We also saw a lot of channels that tried to replicate what Fried Chili Cheese Dog did with SpongeBob to mostly negative results, so it was really satisfying to see a jab at the rabid weirdos and the content farms. I'm really glad Fried Chili Cheese Dog didn't milk the SpongeBob videos past their expiration dates, as it really helped the hobbyist for fun nature of the channel, and it made the SpongeBob videos end at a very natural conclusion. So yeah, this might just appear as trying to pander to the rabbits, but SpongeBob SquarePants Everything is generally a great video on the channel, and even if the other 3 SpongeBob videos didn't hold up that well next to the other Fried Chili Cheese Dog videos, the final video of the SpongeBob tetralogy is one that I feel is still great. If Tuneheads on Twitter get particularly pissy on any given day, however, I will put Goldilocks and the 3 Chumps as number 10 instead. In fact, Goldilocks and the 3 Chumps is the number 11 on this list. Just have to prepare you guys with the other videos that are not SpongeBob.
I have to dig holes!
Out of all the numbers on the list, number 9 was the hardest. It felt like it was kind of a dirty number because it came right after SpongeBob but before the classics. If I had to pick a number 9, it would have to be a video that is sort of basic but keeps the essence of Fried Chili Cheese Dogs and has something unique to it. And Big Cash Dollars is just that video for number 9. It's the best of these kiddos videos, which stars these relatives of the main Fried Chili Cheese Dog cast. And while the other videos starring them feel more like they're props, Big Cash Dollars makes them feel like more like proper actors. What makes this feeling a lot more valid is the story. While it could have been easy to make a generic capitalism bad story, even though capitalism is underrated, but hey, that's for another day, mostly in terms of overdone talking points, they instead went very hard into the cheese factor, like the fact that cheesy VHS from the 80s is how our main protagonist got rich is made so excellent, especially with all the random terms being thrown around. It makes the fact that the main characters are kids extremely fitting because of the childish views of business. It would already be a pretty high tier video already, but there's a lot more to this video which makes me want to put it on the list. The other jokes in the video are pretty great. The digging segment and the final confrontation are particular highlights for me. I also love the ending with the cheap VHS explosion and then the immediate reaction to getting jobs. It has the perfect punch to end the video. So yeah, Big Cash Dollars is a simple but underrated Fried Chili Cheese Dog sketch, and while we're likely not to see the Fried Chili Cheese Dog relatives again, they had a pretty good run with this video being their peak. Overall, a nice legacy to have.
This Triceratops looks just like my sister! I was the adopted one!
Now we are back to the well-remembered videos on the channel, this time being Dinosaur Party. It's one of the more iconic videos on the channel, and its status certainly is deserved. What makes this video enter the list for me is the lightning in the bottle portrayal of the dinosaurs in the video. The toys themselves have this permanently stoned and high energy to them, with the eyes dead, vacant stare and dorky facial expressions. The cheap plastic also make them resemble those prizes you win at some local carnival, 10-ticket prize at the arcade, or something you would find some dollar store next to the DVDs and knockoff foods. The voices picked for the dinosaurs is also absolutely perfect as well. Just the right balance of absolutely dumb, high off their ass, and goofy. It's not just the one voice either. Every single voice in this video has the energy, and they're all varied as well. That is some incredible vocal range from the actors. It's the most varied voices we get in a Fried Chili Cheese Dog video, and it is the biggest strength of Dinosaur Party. It does not end there though, as the jokes are also pretty great. It utilizes the signature Fried Chili Cheese Dog snappy fast-paced humor that has defined the channel for this video. It really leads you to that college frat party mixed with hobo behavior style. It absolutely works and makes for a lot of funny jokes with how ridiculous these dinosaurs are, but I honestly think there are a number of other videos which do the Fried Chili Cheese Dog snarky snappy humor better, mostly because the dinos end up being pretty one-note, with little variety outside of Dinos Wacky. Sure, the jokes are extremely funny, and they get a lot of mileage out of it, but there isn't much expansion to the joke that can be made. It's also why the sequel to Dinosaur Party, Dinosaur Camp, isn't on the list, as by that video, the dinos have kind of overstayed their welcome, and camp isn't as fitting of a saying for the dinos as parties. The ending involving the extinction is better and makes for a great fried chili's cheese dog series finale before the religious meltdown, but outside of the ending, Dinosaur Party is the better video, and the one that makes it on the list. That's all I have to really say about Dinosaur Party itself, but I do have one question which does permeate within me. Where are these dinos now? Seriously, they might be hidden in some closet, ready to strike, ready to kill. We don't know until we get answers. But, okay, this question is optional. Maybe they will not kill us. Maybe.
Here we have the crustiest crust. You'll bite into it and it'll be like dust.
Something which fried chili cheese dogs did a lot during their time on YouTube is commercial parodies. I mean, everyone was doing them. Higher tier creators were on the loose spamming them out, and even those at the bottom were taking a shot at it. In a space that was oversaturated, it would be very hard to stand out, but fried chili cheese dogs knew what they were doing and used their unique style to their advantage to make a parody that did, in fact, stand out. Lots of absolute destruction and funny gags. Do you want pizza on your pizza? I love the shadiness of the establishment. The fact that this Sopranos and Columbo sounding ass person just has this legal document saying you can't sue him is absolutely hilarious. And that shady element is what a shocking number of commercial parodies lack. It's the punch that makes these parodies work. That's all I have to say on the video itself, since it's another basic video that doesn't have much to talk about, but there is something else I have to mention here since it's the first time this is becoming noticeable. The censorship. Yeah, if you've seen the recent uploads of the official Fried Chili's Cheese Dog channel, you might have known about the censorship several videos went through, which explains why the original videos were taken down in 2019. Mostly it's the crack jokes, but some other naughty parts have also been removed. For the most part, they're really not that noticeable. I mean, Patrick started saying,
I'm a born-again man.
SpongeBob SquarePants everything didn't play that big of a role in my placement, but this is the first time censorship plays a role in some major capacity. I mean, where is the sexy in my pizza? Sorry, pizza fetishist. For my honest opinion on this major piece of censorship, I think it does harm the video quite a bit, but it isn't essential at all, and all of the actual spoken jokes still hit just as hard in the re-upload. Though I seriously hope we don't end up in YouTube Kids territory soon, because the Dinosaur Party and Camp compilation got hit with it, and it wasn't even like the video became some Baby Liam and Friends tier shit. It still kept the edge, but yet it was still hit. So yeah, that is something the crew would have to balance if it does end up affecting some of their videos. As for my send-off to Jim's Hot and Sexy Pizza, I think that place is a 5-star restaurant, and the gravel in the dirt was a nice bonus to the pizza. Would go again.
Just one more girl? No! No! That's too much sugar! I don't want it anymore!
From one food-based establishment to another, we are now arriving at Dunkin Donuts. Just like how Jim's Hot and Sexy Pizza had Jim as our main focus, Dunkin Donuts features the one and only Brewster Jones. He's the main highlight of this video, and what makes this video enter the top 10 in general. Brewster Jones is an absolute Chad who steals the show with his petty orders, and it's rather unique as a character, as he feels more like an Alien Myth 64 character than a Fried Chili Cheese Dog character. Okay everyone, autism analysis with Spacey here. If I were to describe what makes a Fried Chili Cheese Dog character an Alien Myth 64 character, is that Fried Chili Cheese Dog characters tend to be a lot jollier and innocent, and the situations they tend to get into are silly mishaps at worst. They have an optimistic worldview that never changes and never causes any sort of conflict. Contrast that with Alien Myth 64 characters, which have a lot more hatred to them. They tend to cause trouble and hate the world in general, causing all kinds of problems in the world rather than the issues coming from outside forces. Autism analysis time with Spacey over now. Back to your regular top 10. So yeah, Brewster Jones is what essentially makes this video funny as hell. The rest of the commercial bits are also funny, but I genuinely wish they would have given Brewster more jokes in the video. Not too much, but I think an extra gag with him would have been excellent, and helped the pace of the commercial segments out a bunch. Hell, I'm a little bit shocked the original run didn't give Brewster Jones a sequel at all. Brewster Jones had so much missed potential, and while I'm glad he wasn't overused, I still wish he had more time in the spotlight. Though if the only big issue I have with the video is, you want more funny brew guy, then you have a solid video to add the Fried Chili Cheese Dogs rep, with an absolute legend that was so good that we didn't deserve him. So does anyone remember Space Jam 2? That movie was a corporate disaster that shows how lifeless a movie can be. It felt like some odd direct-to-DVD film than a theatrical release. It just shows how Warner Brothers can't make a proper Looney Tunes film. Now the real Space Jam 2 from Fried Chili Cheese Dogs is extremely based, with its great humor and having a lot more soul than that fake Space Jam 2 could ever offer. While it could have been easy just to make the Looney Tunes plushies do random shit for 10 or so minutes like the SpongeBob videos, they thankfully did a lot of actual humor based on the characters, and they did not steal the spotlight from the humans, who also have their great moments as well. The absolute carnage happening in the basketball scenes is generally amazing. So many fun jokes are happening one after the other, and it's extremely memorable as well. I can perfectly project the video into my brain and recall every single moment. It's just that good. Overall, this is the actual canon Space Jam 2, and we should tell everyone we know that this is the real deal and that that imposter doesn't exist. Just make them go to an unofficial re-upload though. Yeah, the new official re-upload, in my personal opinion, is honestly the one that has been butchered the most. Even more so than Jim's Hot and Sexy Pizza. A lot of the best jokes have been cut, and it does not hit the same because of the pacing being extremely off here. It makes me wonder why these changes were even made. Seriously, I'm curious about why certain jokes were cut. Still though, go for the uncut version. That's the superior version by a long shot. No disrespect to the team though, that's just my personal viewpoint.
Don't say that! Hand me that pie!
When Fried Chili Cheese Dogs got popular around 2015, Star Wars was back into the mainstream with a whole new trilogy that people would hope would be good. God, how it has fallen, and with the increased popularity came a whole new wave of parodies. Honestly, I'm a little shocked at how few Star Wars parodies Fried Chili Cheese Dog made during their original run, but considering how great Darth Vader's back is, I think this is a quality over quantity situation, which is nice considering how some topics were milked on the channel. There is a lot about this video which is really funny. For one thing, the character acting is extremely great, being generally cartoony without being corny in a lame way, which is a common theme all the videos starting from this one on the list and employed to enhance the experience, adding to the funny cheap special effects and beautifully tacky costumes done in a way to make it feel like a childhood movie, adding to the charm of the video. This is great enough, but the audio is what glues the experience together and makes everything 10 times funnier. It has the same vibes as those Midi's Vine Sauce downs and plays in his Windows destruction videos, and it shockingly fits extremely well, which is a hard task to accomplish, but the sound font picked here is both extremely easy to listen to, while also being perfectly off-key, so it should be applauded. All of this is nice, but how are the jokes themselves? Well, they're great as always. This video in particular has some hidden gems of lines that I always quote. There are a lot of other great jokes as well, but I always love the twist ending in particular, since it ends in that classic nonsense Fried Chili Cheese Dog way that always makes me laugh. Overall, Darth Vader's Back is the best pop culture parody made by Fried Chili Cheese Dog, and is a massively overlooked video that I feel needs more attention. Next time you binge Fried Chili Cheese Dogs, make sure not to miss this video. From a complex video to one that's extremely simple, Goofy Golf is a video that I feel highly nostalgic for, and seeing that re-uploaded is what inspired this list in general. The video's premise is simple: hit the golf ball into the hole, but sticking to Tex Avery levels of cartoon insanity. While a lot of Fried Chili Cheese Dog videos have intent to achieve special effects for the lulz, this video has some jelly great effects that work so convincingly that it's great for such a small team with no budget. The gags themselves are also extremely creative, making the ball do all kinds of silly things, with the wacky reactions from the golfer himself adding a lot to it. Helped by the great music in the video, which is perfectly synced to the action. Like, it adds so much to the video, and it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't there. There isn't really much else I have to say on this video really. It works for extremely simple reasons, and its execution is super great in what ultimately carries the video, which is not a bad thing. It's a video where you really have to see it in order to truly get the experience, which could be said for all Fried Chili Cheese Dog videos, but with a video as simple as this, it applies much more so than the rest of the videos on the list. So yeah, Goofy Golf is just the purest form of physical comedy from Fried Chili Cheese Dogs, and it remains a memorable video to this day for that reason.
I'm Shrek.
I'm Woody!
I'm Aladdin.
I'm a tiny Monopoly board.
If you want to see Fried Chili Cheese Dog's snarky, snappy sense of humor pushed to its absolute fullest, Monopoly is the video I would recommend for that. Which is funny, because this video feels so unassuming at first, but ends up being the peak for how Fried Chili Cheese Dog pushes itself to its limits. We have another super simple premise here. It's just a quirky Monopoly game. but the jokes are not like consistently great and wacky like usual. They managed to push so many of them into this video. It is a rapid fire session between gag after gag, and what is most shocking is that the video manages to keep up with the jokes, making each one of them the perfect length, as well as spicing up the formula before it gets stale, which is something I consider extremely impressive, especially considering how short the video is. The acting, editing, and effects are also top notch, and without their quality, the style of humor the video is going for would have not worked as well. It truly shows the talents of the Fried Chili Cheese Dog crew and how they can make something so special out of an otherwise mundane premise. That is the spice that makes Fried Chili Cheese Dog videos so memorable in a sea of other skit channels. The only thing that makes this video number 2 in my personal opinion is just the fact that despite all the nuances with this video that add quality, it's still a rather simple video at the end of the day. And also the fact that the video was hit with some censorship when the official re-upload released. But if that's the worst I could say about this video, then I feel like it's more or less deserving of its high position, and is a video I would continue to enjoy for a long time. Picking out a number 1 entry on this list was both extremely easy and difficult at the same time. I knew that going in, the number 1 spot would be the ultimate combination of everything that made Fried Chili Cheese Dog so unique and funny wrapped up into one. The hard part was just trying to pin down the video I wanted to choose. Every video from the top 5 was considered for the top spot at some point, but ultimately, what I think is the best Fried Chili Cheese Dog video ever is Wacky Wake Up. This video is super great because of how well the jokes build on and subvert each other. Every turn it hits you with something unexpected and allows the video to remain fresh all the way through without feeling like a major cop-out. Helped by the wonderful editing, pacing, and cartoon knowledge that really makes this video feel like the ultimate Fried Chili Cheese Dog video. Every single joke just hits perfectly for me, and it ends up being the funniest video of the channel as a result. It is quite the accomplishment considering the competition, and if there's one video I think you should check out after this list, it would have to be this one. There is nothing much I have to say really. Everything I could say about this video I have said previously, because again, it's the ultimate combination of everything that makes Fried Chili Cheese Dog so unique and funny wrapped up into one. I could not have it any other way honestly. So yeah, and that's all I have to say in this video. It's the best for not trying to be groundbreaking, but just doing a great job with what it had. I salute you, Fried Chili Cheese Dogs. I really do. I hope you'll get this video as the golden standard for videos moving forward, and its quality show what Fried Chili Cheese Dogs is and what it stands for with the creators and the audience alike. And that is all for the list. Fried Chili Cheese Dogs is a channel that I felt like was very underappreciated during its original run, sort of blending in with all the other internet series which were concurrent around the time. Not helped by being defined by a video series, which will later be associated with the bottom of the barrel of YouTube. Looking beyond the surface level stuff that most people remember from the channel though, you get to see the more creative, passionate, and soulful side of the channel that ends up being really unique and has a lot more quality than people would otherwise expect. Even the videos lower on the list share the same unique qualities that made the channel have a lineup of strong sketches. It has that classic YouTube vibe that even around the time of their prime was already fading away, as even stuff like Smosh was focusing on corporate schlock rather than the passionate sketches that made their channel grow. By comparison, the Fried Chili Cheese Dog crew knew how to make a soulful channel, even after they had their breakout hit, and it just continued from there, which is a feeling shared by such few channels. I genuinely hope the Fried Chili Cheese Dog revival turns out to be really good, because despite everything, the passion the crew has is still intact, and I can only hope for what will come next. So good luck to the Fried Chili Cheese Dog channel, and I hope the people watching this go support them as well. Though, if you really enjoyed this video, go hit the like button, and if you want to see more wacky internet topics alongside some video game goodness, hit the subscribe button for new video uploads, and or go financially support me on Patreon for behind the scene looks on some videos I make. For now though, I'm going to be going now, and wait for the newest Fried Chili Cheese Dog video. So yeah, see y'all next time. Bye!